Hi, third grade. I am excited to show you a little bit today about using your shapes that you've been learning about and about perimeter and area. So today we're going to combine the two concepts that we've learned about shapes and area and perimeter. So you've developed this week the knowledge of polygons and attributes of different shapes. You've learned about quadrilaterals. And so today we are going to do some real world problems using both shapes and area and perimeter. Now remember, when we did area and perimeter, area is in the inside and perimeter is on the outside of a shape. But sometimes we don't always know the lengths of sides. So today you're going to be able to do some real world problems to help solve some really important questions for a zookeeper. So let's start first by doing this problem together. So just on a grid paper, now I'm at home and I don't have grid paper, and probably you don't have grid paper, so I'm just going to use regular lined paper, and each line is going to be a unit this way. So if you draw just a little this way, then you'll get that, okay? So I'm going to draw a rectangle with 4 units this way. So I have 4 by 7 by 4 by 7. So what shape do I make? I make a rectangle. Okay, so here's my rectangle shape, and remember the perimeter is the outside of all of these shapes. So I just have to add 7 plus 7 plus 4 plus 4. Okay, if I add all those together, then what am I going to get? Well, 7 plus 7 is 14, and 4 plus 4 is 8. So I have 14 plus 8, and 14 plus 8 equals 22. So we have 22. Okay. So our total is 22 what? Our perimeter, P for perimeter, is 22. Okay. So that was just a quick rectangle. Okay. To remind you a little bit of how to do perimeter. So let's do this one together. Willis makes a pen for his rabbit. The pen has 6 sides. How many sides? 6 sides. The perimeter is 10. So in this case, they've already told us that the perimeter, the outside of this rabbit cage, is 10 meters. Okay, and it has 6 sides. So the length of 5 of the sides are 1. The first side is 1 meter. There's 3 meters. 2 meters, 1 meter, and 1 meter. So we have a 6th side. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sides that we know of. We don't know the 6 sides, and it has to total 10 meters. Okay, so what shape would you draw, right? What would you do? You've got to go, okay, well, one is 1 meter, and then you have another 1 meter, and then you have 3 meters, and then you have 3 meters, and then you have another 1 meter, and another 1 meter. So then we have this weird little shape that is, we're trying to find the 6th side. So if we know the length of the 6th side, then we're going to go, maybe your shape would look something a little bit like this. So here we have 1 meter, here is another meter, and here's a meter. And then we had a 2 meter and a 3 meter. Okay, so if we go back up here, we had 1, 3, 2, 1, 1. So your shape would look like something a little bit like this. So the question is, how much is this side? Not how much the perimeter is, but what would this length side be? Now, do you remember the total perimeter? The total perimeter would be 10, right? So if this is 1, 2, 3, and 3 plus 2 is 5, and then 5 plus 3 is 8. So this perimeter would be 2. Or you could partition the shape right here. This would be 1, and the remainder apart would be 2. So your perimeter would be 2 in this case. Okay? So today we're going to have an opportunity to help you find the perimeter of some animal cages. Okay, so you're going to have this slideshow. You'll see these slides in here. So your task is you are being hired to design cages at the Nebo Zoo. There are certain requirements that each cage, though, it has to have the same number of sides as animals have legs. So if you have a four-legged animal, how many sides do you have? 4. The other thing is that might be a little bit tricky is that you can't use more than 60 feet of fence for each animal. Okay, so don't use it. No perimeter can be bigger than 60 feet. Okay, so I want you to draw on paper. Just draw it on paper, the picture to show how much fence each side would need, and use math to prove that you've used 60 feet or less. Okay, and then you're going to show your answer on each side. You're going to have to insert a picture of your shape on each of the slides. Okay, so that could be kind of fun. You're going to have to do a lot of work on math. These are real world problems. The zookeepers don't know how big to make cages. So you need to make sure you're very careful so the animals are safe. So let's do kind of the first one together. Okay, parrots only have 2 legs, but when they climb, they use their beak as a leg. So their cage needs 3 sides. Remember, you have 60 feet of fence that you can use. Okay, so how long would each side be? How many sides do we have? We have 3 sides. We have 3 sides. And what shape am I going to make if I have 3 sides? Yeah, you're right. I hope it's a triangle. There's 3 sides. If one side is 15, one side could be 15, another side could be let's say another 15, that's 30. And then if I want to do another 15 plus 15 plus 15, what would that be? Okay, so here it is. Here's my shape. 15 plus 15 is 30. Plus 15 more is 45. So have I used 60 feet or less? Yes, I have. So here we have a picture of my shape and my math to figure out perimeter. So my perimeter would be perimeter equals 45. So there's my first slide done. So to click picture and insert it on your slide. So how many sides, how long is each side? It's 3. And what shape did you make? Might have been a triangle. It might have been an irregular shape. But see if you can make polygons and quadrilaterals when you are doing these slides. Okay? And don't forget to insert your picture on this slide too. Okay? So you have a couple more. You have an octopus needs a cage, a kangaroo, some insects, a cheetah, and a crab. So you're going to have to take a lot of pictures today and insert your pictures on that, okay? I think you're going to do a great job today in your math. Have fun with perimeter and animal cages for the Nebo Zoo. Have a great day!